my friends. In today's video, I'm going to talk about something that is commonly overlooked, but I think it's really important, and it's taking your time when you're editing photos and creating what I call to edit layers. There's not really a technical term for this, but basically editing in blocks so that you're not forgetting things if you're going to shoot and then print and publish a piece of work that you've shot, and it's gonna be printed out, because sometimes you miss things that you just don't see in one session when you're editing a photo, and it's important to just take breaks and come back with a fresh eye and then look at things and analyze a photo. So we've got a photo here loaded up in Affinity Photo. This is a photo I shot a while back. This is probably 7-8 months ago with part of my creative team. This is our model. Yeah, I shot this with a makeup artist I used to work with, and she's incredible. And this is our model, Catherine. I will put that information for Instagram and stuff like that if you want to follow along, and I'll put that in the description. But today's video, we're going to be talking about like I said before, is what I call is kind of like a to edit layer. So you'll see here in an Affinity Photo that have all these red marks, which I just kind of did with a paintbrush on an empty layer. So I just did a red paintbrush. So these right here, when I do this is after maybe like the first round of editing, and sometimes I could be editing a photo for 30-45 minutes, and you're naturally going to get eye fatigue, and this is something I don't really hear a lot of people that retouch and publish work they talk about, but it's actually really important as far as a workflow thing to basically, once you're getting towards where you think the edit's finally finished, actually going through, taking a break for an hour, coming back to the photo the following day, and then doing this layer so you can really zoom in and you can see the finer, minute details that you may have missed. Because I can't tell you how many times I printed work or I've submitted work and things of that nature, and then I look back at it and I go into one by one, or I zoom in and I magnify, and I'm looking at things that I literally could have fixed when I first edited the photo, but I completely missed because I did it in one sitting. So this is kind of what I encourage you guys to do. You'll see here is like all the specific elements that I marked in red are areas that I would otherwise overlook, like this kind of weird thing that's going on with the color. That's all. That was a bad masking on my job, and some of the areas that I need to retouch on the skin and things of that nature. Little areas on the garment that are just a little bit distracting. The background that needs to be fixed, and elements of the garment that also were missed or just not really retouched properly when I was first going through. Just things of that nature. So how did I get to this point? I literally just opened up a pixel layer, and I grabbed the paintbrush and I just put it on red. It doesn't matter what color it is, but put it on some color that's easy to view on your edit, and then I just went through and I just marked all the areas that I missed that are distracting to me, right? Obviously, what I consider distracting may be different from what you guys consider distracting, but nonetheless. And then you can mark it whichever way that you need to, and then you can go in and you can then retouch on top of that. Again, this is, like I said, this is a very simple thing to do. This is a very simple tutorial. I'm not really teaching you guys anything revolutionary right now, but it's something that if you don't do this and you print work and you're just doing it in one session, you may overlook something, and that's why I'm trying to put this on your radar as something to consider doing it and implementing in your workflow. Because yeah, if you're publishing work and you're printing it and you're getting it framed and you're standing there in front of it, inevitably you're going to start seeing details that you otherwise would not have seen when you're editing on a computer of this resolution. But if you print it and it's this big, you're going to see that stuff. Or if it's bigger than that, believe me, you're going to see that stuff. So save yourself a little bit of agony by actually taking your time, coming back to the image over and over again, and doing this. Maybe you're breaking up your retouching into 3 separate sessions. You do like an hour, you do all your skin and blemish removal things, and then the following day you'll do all the color and fixing, and then the final day you'll just do your final edits and things that you overlooked, and then this could be part of that. So really simple video. I'm not sharing anything revolutionary with you guys, but something to consider. As always, my friends, this does wrap up today's video, but as always, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, if you'd like to see something specific that we have the skill set to do a video on, or write a blog post, an article, somehow publish some content around that, by all means, reach out to us, drop a comment in the comment box, shoot us an email, shoot us a message on Instagram or any other social media platform that we have. Reach out to us in whatever way, and we'll get a response back to you and create a video for specifically targeted to answer your questions if we can do that. Outside of that, hit a thumbs up if you liked today's video and it was helpful and something you never thought about or overlooked. Dislike if you want to. That's all good too as well. And as always, consider subscribing if you haven't already. I don't know why you haven't subscribed, but hey, subscribe when you're ready, man. It's all good. And you just keep locked in on our channel. We got some amazing content coming up soon. Of course, on how to my actual workflow on retouching, things of that nature, and a whole shoot from start to finish, so you can see that entire process as well. So until next time, my friends, though, hey, peace out.